Okay, so hands together, please, prayer mudra. Your thumbs pressing into this V of the rib cage so that you get the vagus nerve stimulation. Roll your shoulders back and down. Raise up the upper half of the body upwards, the lower half of the body downwards. Inhale deep. And exhale. And let's inhale to begin. Om Namo Sadguru Namaha, Sri Gurudeve Namaha. Adguru Namaha, Jugadguru Namaha, Sadguru Namaha, Sri Gurudeve Namaha. Inhale deep. Full root lock. Centralize your focus. Bring your focus into the Shushmana. Pulling that lock so that you increase the pressure and the focus in the central channels of the spine. Rolling your eyes up, third eye, hold, and exhale. Right. So the way I love to teach is the way I love to practice, to really focus on something that, some message that comes through to me during the week, well, from last week to this week. And the message that I've been working with is how much everybody, all of us, we all do this, how much we like to be in control. We like to imagine that the things that we do make the difference between things working out the way we want them to work out, even stuff like doing sadhana, doing your practice every day, doing the perfect kriya. We like to think that that is a measure of control. And while that's true to a certain extent, we like to gloss over the fact that we are co-creating a reality. And the other part of that partnership is God. So what I've been working with, and remember when we speak about God in this philosophy, we're speaking about the generating energy, the organizing energy, and the destroying energy. So it's the energy that creates, that moves, that grows, that generates life force. Then there's the energy that organizes that life force. That's what creates health in us, that organizing force. And there's the destructive force. If we didn't have that, we wouldn't be able to keep the balance in the body. So the generator, organizer, destroyer forces that we work with. We have a sutra. And by sutra, I mean a very short statement that makes you think very deeply for a very, very, very long time, until you probably never actually get to the end of that thinking about that very short statement. And the statement that I've been working with and that I'm basing the class on is let go and let God. Because when we manage that emotional imprint or that emotional patterning, when we allow that letting go to happen, that process means we've taken care of a lot of back end before we get to the letting go and letting God. And it's that back end that I would like to work with this evening in the class that we're doing tonight. It's that back end that actually is emotion. It's about pain and fear. So if we don't deal with pain and fear, we get locked in this, and pain and fear is there because we've been through experiences in our lives. It's impossible to go through life, any length of human life, without experiencing pain and without experiencing the fear that pain generates. So we've got this emotional box that we live in, which is made of pain and fear. And if we don't get out of the box, but really not just get out of the box, destroy the box completely, we can take that box away, but we will still be in the box inside of us. We will still be operating as if that pain and fear box is still there. So it's a crucial point, and it's a difficult point for many of us to understand, that if we don't fully 100% acknowledge the pain and fear and work in order to free ourselves from that box that we can ordinarily just live in without even knowing that we're operating from that box. If we don't do that, we can do yoga, we can meditate, we can feel great inside the box. And that's the difference between getting rid of the box, and I'll talk about what that means in a second, and being in the box, not knowing that the box is there. You're just living in a box of pain and fear and responding to all outside circumstances from inside the box. So what is the box made of? The box is made of the same stuff that our bodies are made of. It's made of elements, but it's elements that have solidified. So they're no longer in flow. They're no longer in balance with the rest of the body and the elements in the rest of the body. The elements that make up the box have gone into an armoring of elemental forces. So too much water, because too much emotion, too much earth, because the water and the earth have now solidified into this rock-like structure that we are inside. Too little fire, because the fire is not there in order to break through, make the water start moving, fluid flowing, allowing the earth to release it. And very little air and ether, very little prana in the box, very little space. So we're going to work in our class tonight to really look at how the kriyas that I've chosen for us to do tonight are going to loosen up those elemental forces that make up our own bodies. And when we start impacting the elemental forces that make up who we are and loosening up the hold that the box has on us, what then appears is this infinite let go. That's the first part of the sutra. The second part, let God. Let that generating, organizing, destroying energy that you are, that makes up who we are. Let that higher self, that freed part of us, infinite energy, let that take over. And the amount of trust that is needed for that is what happens when we work with elemental balance. When we get those elements back into balance, the trust factor comes back into our lives and we can let go. Right. So first of all, let's do a little warm-up. So we're going to start with cross brain work. Sit standing, take your socks off if you have socks on. standing on your mat, feet a little bit wide, not very wide, but wide enough to be able to touch alternate feet. Turn your head, look up at your hand. Look up at the hand in the air. Inhale up, exhale down. So do it at your own pace. We are doing this to warm up. So start off slow and then move your pace up to you being able to do it as fast as possible. Work with the rhythm of your own body, but try to work with that. We're doing the cross brain work, so we are working with getting the brain to do that cross hemispheric work, but at the same time we just want to use it as a warm-up. So as soon as you feel you're about halfway there, as soon as you feel like your body is starting to loosen up a little, you can speed it up. Please note that if you haven't sent me a message about why your camera's off, except for those whom I know on the call, so I know Prem Chant and I know Mark's iPhone, I don't know Senel. Please let me know who you are. Why is your camera off? We do this just for security reasons as well. You can just send me a message on chat. If you don't have data, or just let me know who you are and why your camera's off. Past 15 seconds. Good. Work it up. So now your body's a little bit warm. You can speed it up a little bit. Inhale, come standing up. Arms stretched to the side. And as you exhale, lower your arms. And come sitting in rock pose to do spinal flexors. So just ordinary rock pose. Sitting on your heels, hands on your thighs. Inhale forward, exhale back. Keep your head still. Don't flop your head up and down. Inhale, flex your spine forward. Exhale, flex it backwards. And do it at a pace that you can maintain and even speed up. We're still with warming up. So we're getting the body into a place where it's going to be able to break up those very solid, that armoring that happens internally. The armoring is the box. For those of you who are not feeling so strong tonight, you can do this slowly. What we're doing right now is spinal flexors sitting in rock pose. Yolanta, so just sitting in ordinary rock pose on your heels. And inhale forward, spinal flex. Exhale backwards. Can't see where you are. You have it. And for the last 15 seconds, speed it up, just to where you feel comfortable. Great. Inhale deep and hold and pull root lock. And exhale. And now we're going to bow. So from this position, in rock pose, hands on your knees, or if you need to, you can put your hands here if you feel you need the support. We're going to inhale up with Sat, exhale down with Nam. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. So bring your voice in. Keep your own rhythm. Keep it steady. Starting to work with the understanding, programming the brain into that infinite identity, the Sat. The truth is that your identity, the Nam, is infinite, vast, deep and wide, and all-encompassing. And it is that we are working towards. A deep understanding of being that, living that, trusting that. You're chanting for yourself, Sat as you come up, Nam as you go down in the bow, bowing to the knowledge, to the wisdom, to the truth. Imprint it into your brain. You are not limited. Last 30 seconds, you don't have to do this fast, you just have to do it rhythmically. It's a programming that we're doing. We're programming the brain into a deep understanding. The capacity to deeply trust. And make this your last one. Inhale, up, hold it, pull root lock, stretch your heart center open, pull your chin in so that your head is in line with your heart, which is in line with your pelvis. And exhale. And please change your posture into easy pose. And let's do ordinary spinal flex. So easy pose. Hands on your knees. Inhale forward, exhale back. Make sure that your chin is parallel to the floor. So you're not flopping your head up and down. Try to keep your elbows straight. And now your spine is quite warmed up, so you can do it at a pace that you can maintain, which will build heat, tapas, spiritual heat. We want to open up those channels in the spine, totally and completely preparing the brain into its most receptive state. so that the programming that we do has a permanent effect, even if it's a 1%, even if it's a point of a 1%. That's enough. Last 30 seconds, you can speed it up. We do this to really warm ourselves up, to warm up the body, already working on the element of fire, raising that element. We're going to be working a lot to raise the fire element so that we can loosen up the rigidity of the box. And what is the box? The box is pain and fear. And come to the center, inhale deep and hold and tighten. Root lock, make sure your eyes are on the third eye so that that whole movement of the body is encouraging the upward flow, which is very heating. And exhale. Sit for a couple of seconds just feeling what you've been doing. We're going to move into a pranayama, which is to balance the mind and the heart. And when you balance the mind and the heart, that's when you are able to reach that place of letting go and letting God. So we're going to put the thumbs into the armpits. And the posture is such that the thumbs are pushing into the rib cage, because your rib cage is here and your armpit's really hard, so it actually hurts. There's a big lymph network here that you want to connect with. So you're pushing as hard as you can and you keep that up. Relax the elbows down so you'll feel a strain in the whole thumb area. And then your fingers are relaxed here. You pucker your lips into a whistle. Your eyes are 1/10 open, so 9/10 closed, listening to the sound of the whistle and listening for the mantra so. And as you breathe out through your nose, listening for the sound of hum. So hum means I am that. I am that expanded, vast, infinite identity. So, listening to the whistle. Hung, listening to the breath through the nostrils. And pressure with the thumb. Eyes 1/10 open. So you're just seeing a little bit of light. Your eyes may flutter in the beginning. If you're not accustomed to keeping them 1/10 open, that's okay. Let them go through what they need to go through so that the optic nerve becomes strong. It's just like any other muscle that shakes in the beginning. You are sitting in easy pose, cross legs. The inhale is through puckered lips, the exhale is through the nose. Listen for the sound. So instead of mentally vibrating it, you're listening. It's much more receptive. You will feel pressure. It's important that you do. Your elbows are relaxed next to your rib cage. It's just the thumbs that are exerting the pressure. And inhale deep, hold it, pull root lock, and relax. Relax the hand position and come lying on your back. We will go into the Kriya. So there are a lot of exercises in the Kriya, but they're not long. So the first one is lying on your back. If you need to put your hands under your butt, you can, or you have them next to you if you can keep your back flat on the floor. Your feet are raised 12 to 18 inches, and it's an alternate push-pull. Inhaling one side, exhaling the other side. just for 1 minute. We're again working now directly on the element of fire, working on navel chakra, the capacity to eliminate effectively your destructive energy, your D energy of the God. Nice and powerful, only a minute. Try to make sure that the lower back is absolutely flat on the ground. If you're not able to keep it flat, you're going to need to put your hands underneath your buttocks so that you tip the hip pelvic area up and the lower back connects with the floor. Very important. Gives you a powerful container. Last 30 seconds. Your legs are parallel to the ground when they are straight. 30 to 45 centimeters above the ground. Inhale deep and stretch them both out to that same level that you've been holding, both of them, just for a couple of seconds. And exhale, relax. And now you're going to raise straight legs, straight up into the air. Up 90 degrees. Inhale up, exhale down. Again, not for long. Just a minute at a time, although we're going to do it 3 times. You're on the clock. Inhale up to 90, exhale down. Your legs are now together. So put your hands under your butt if you need support. You don't have to do this fast, although it does work up that heat that we're trying to impact. Trying to correct the low fire element in the pain and fear equation. Make sure your 90 degrees is accurate. Last one, exhale and relax. We're going to relax for 30 seconds and then repeat. So just rest. You're going to have very little breaks between, so when there are breaks, make the most of it. And again, repeat. Inhale up, exhale down. Straight legs, pumping the energy. Remember, if you're menstruating, you'll just use one leg. It's way, way better for your body. If there's breath of fire or if there are leg lifts, you're going to err on the side of a lot of caution if you're on your period. The body needs to be focusing elsewhere at that time. And even though we are eliminating energy, which is what is happening when you're menstruating, we don't want to put too much pressure. Last 15 seconds. And rest. Again, we're going to have a 30-second rest before we repeat again leg lifts for 1 minute. And repeat, 1 minute of leg lifts, straight up, straight down, inhale up, exhale down. Last 10 seconds. And rest. Resting for your 30 seconds, making the most of it. You're stopping now, so rest your body. No more leg lifts. Great. And please take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, roll over onto your tummy, come up into a cobra. However, it's whatever cobra is comfortable for you. So you're either going to be with straight arms or up on your elbows. And when you've got the cobra that is comfortable for you, begin kicking your alternate legs up towards your buttocks. Alternately kicking, trying to reach the butt. Your breath will regulate itself along with the movement. So just pay attention to what your breathing needs to do. Pay attention to your body too, because cobra can be a strain on the lower back. So make sure you're pulling a moderate root lock while you're doing it to protect your lower back. Or you can just come down onto your elbows. That will protect your lower back. Last few seconds. And relax both feet on the floor. Inhale, pull root lock. Come into a beautiful stretch from through the throat, heart, throat, third eye, crown. Pull root lock. Exhale. And relax down. Very brief little rest before we come into bow pose. And reaching back, you're still on your stomach, grabbing hold of your ankles, both ankles. Pull your knees up off the floor, pull your chest up off the floor, your head all the way back, stretched up towards your feet as far as you can manage. And begin rocking and rolling. Inhale backwards, exhale forwards. This is an exceptionally powerful posture for digestion, for the fire. So do the best that you can. I know it's not the easiest of postures to maintain, to keep it going. So do the best that you can. If you have to stop and start, that's fine. As long as you can feel the heat that it's generating. Really powerfully stimulating that destructive energy, the destroyer. Maheshwara, Shiva, the destroyer. Eliminating energy, getting rid of shaking things up, loosening them. Last 30 seconds. And inhale up and hold that bow posture. Perfect it, pull root lock, stretch open the heart. Exhale, relax down. Flip over straight away onto your back. Pull your knees up into your chest and start doing spinal rolls, rolling backwards and forwards. And just keep going. We're doing 2 minutes of spinal rolls, distributing all of that powerful energy that we've raised all through the nervous system. We generate an enormous respect for the body through these kriyas, how the rhythms of the body tie together, and one posture compensates for and complements another. Just feel that. Feel the difference between the little sequence you've just done. Each part of it and how they fit together, like a little jigsaw puzzle. Last 10 seconds. And come sitting up. Flip over onto your heels and come down into baby pose. So come into the integration part where you integrate the effects of the last few exercises. Long, deep breathing. Feeling as if you have these big angel wings on your back that you are wanting to open up to unfurl the full length and weight and height of these massive wings on your back. So as you breathe, use that visualization to help you breathe completely into your angel wings. Inhale deep, exhale, and again inhale deep. As you exhale, uncurl your spine slowly, keeping your chin on your chest as you come up. And go all the way down onto your back, uncurling your legs from underneath you, lying flat on your back for stretch pose. So stretch pose is, demonstrate. Again, you want to make sure that your lower back is flat, so that if you put your hand here, you can't get your hands underneath. Raise your head, raise your legs, Raise your arms. Your arms can be here or here. Looking at your big toe, begin breath of fire. We're going to maintain it for 2 minutes, so it's tough, but you'll do the best you can. Again, you can start and stop. You can bring one leg into your chest to help you get through to the end. Begin, you're on the clock. So breath of fire, again, if you're menstruating, you'll just do this with long, deep breathing and one leg up, not both. Same for pregnancy in the first trimester, but you don't do it at all in the second trimester, from the second onwards. Nice, powerful pumping the navel, breath of fire, as well as the legs raised and the head and the arms. Massive, massive force on the navel point, creating surging energy of fire. Legs only 6 inches, 15 centimeters, no higher. If you're raising it higher, not getting to the navel. You're getting to higher up. Still have an effect, but it won't be the effect we want. So try to maintain that 15 centimeter height off the ground, both your head and your feet. And of course, your hands will be either over your thighs or next to your body, but also off the ground. Last few seconds. Your legs are not doing push-pull, they're just still, unless you're giving yourself a break. And inhale deep and hold, if you can, in that final position. Exhale and relax. And rest a little bit. And inhale, and as you exhale, flip over onto your tummy. We're going to do locust. So you're flat on your tummy, your hands are in Venus lock, arms next to your ears. So try to get your body in a straight line, lifting the feet, the head, and the arms. Breath of fire. Work to get your arms up so that they hug your ears as much as you can. Locust, you're on the clock. Pumping breath of fire. Track the effect on your body of all of these exercises, one after the other, after the other, after the other. We are building fire. Doing the best you can. Trying to get your arms up next to your ears, you'll feel enormous pressure. Inhale up, hold, 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 and exhale, relax. Rest. And inhale deep. Exhale, push yourself back into baby pose. And then come standing all the way up. So your heels are together. And you're going to be like a pendulum, just going to the left, going to the right. Inhale left, exhale right. Standing with your legs straight, heels together, and begin. Stretching alternate sides of your body. Your hands are not in front of your body, your hands are next to your body. Working slowly. It's a relaxed movement, but at the same time, you're putting effort into maintaining, as if you have a glass wall in front and a glass wall behind you. You're working to stay in alignment, bending straight over. And come to the center. Inhale. Exhale. Keep your feet together. Take your hands up this height. You're going to inhale left. Keep your right hand on your heart. Look behind you. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. You have to root your feet into the floor really strongly because your heels are together. Keep your knees straight and begin. So you will feel that you want to fall over because your feet are not spread apart. So work on your balance at the same time. Rooting your feet into the ground, creating a powerful impact of rebound back up from the ground into your legs. Beginning to work on sexual energy. So that's beginning to work on the water element. Bringing it back into balance. Keep your arm that is stretching out to the side straight. The one that is cupping your heart. Feel what you're doing. Feel the support that you're giving your body as you're working with the heart energy. Whenever we work with the heart energy, we're working with courage. Come to the center, inhale deep, and exhale and relax. Just stand steady on the ground, feeling the ground, feeling the energy of the earth, feeding your base chakra. You can separate your feet out a little bit. And now we're going to inhale and stretch up and back. Let's just check with the hands there. Right. So your palms are just open. On the ground if you can. If you can't reach the ground, then take something and put it here so that you can have your hands on something, because your knees must be straight. Inhale from here, stretching all the way back. And exhale down. So it's quite a long, delayed backward stretch. Take as long as you can. Really stretch. Opening up the heart. Take your time when you stretch back. Don't release it immediately. Try to stay there for a little bit. Stretch, 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 and then come back. You'll be inhaling, inhaling, inhaling as you stretch back, and exhaling as you come down. Let's complete 3 more of these. And then on the last one, come lying flat on your back. Lying on your back, we're going to repeat the push-pull where you raise your legs up to 12 to 18 inches or 30 to 45 centimeters above the ground, and bringing alternate knees into the chest. Push-pull for 1 minute. Really work it now because your body's really warm. So go as fast as you can. Push-pull. Inhale in, exhale out. Your head is flat on the ground. Your hands are just next to you on the floor. So everything else is relaxed. You're just pumping. This again is sexual energy. You're pumping the legs, working with the generating force, life force. Powerful, powerful, powerful. Push, 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 push a little bit. Try to really work, work, work. Work the fire. Have to control that water element. And inhale, stretch them both out, hold it, and exhale, and relax. And we're going to raise alternate straight legs. So raise your left leg straight up into the air, inhale up, exhale down, then raise the right leg straight up into the air, 90 degrees, inhale up, exhale down. Everybody can do this. There's no limitation on this one, even if you're menstruating, except second trimester pregnancy onwards can't. One leg at a time, keeping the knees straight. And really work up an energy with this, work up a speed. If you're feeling that you can, if you're feeling that your body's giving you permission to do that. Listen to the sound of your breath. Let your breath be the accompaniment, bringing you closer and deeper into your body, into your presence, into your being. Last one on each side, and then relax your legs down. Inhale deep, and as you exhale, bring your knees into your chest and hug them. And do a few rock and rolls on the spine. And then come sitting in rock pose. So sitting on your heels. Again, we're going to the integration part, where we integrate everything that we've done so far. Sitting in rock pose, your hands are on your navel point, so just below your belly button, right hand over left, on your tummy. Inhale, Sat. Exhale, Nam. Simple posture, rock pose, hands are on the lower part of your tummy. Relax your shoulders, watch your breathing. Inhale with Sat, exhale with Nam. Inhale, Sat, the truth of your identity, Nam. Imprint it on your brain. Sat Nam, the vastness is your truth. Sitting in rock pose improves your digestive capacity. We're still working on the fire. You're pressuring the stomach meridian as you sit. Try to practice sitting at least 5 minutes a day. On your heels. Stay steady. Bring your mind to a quiet focus on the words. And inhale deep. Hold the breath with root lock. Come to a very still place. And as you exhale, raise your arms up over your head. Interlace put your palms together. Interlace your thumbs, so your thumbs are crossed behind you, for Sat Kriya. So inhaling, pulling the stomach in a J action up with Sat, and then release, Na. Sat, 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 Na. Sat. Keep that pace going.
Satnam, 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 Sat.
Keep it up. Try to keep your arms next to your ears. Your palms are flat against each other. The thumbs are crossed at the back. We're now raising all of this fire, all of this balancing energy that we've done. We're raising it to feed and illuminate the higher centers, the throat, the third eye, the crown, and into the aura. Feel the beauty, the absolute wisdom of the energy in your body, that it knows exactly what to do. All you have to do is create the container, create the shape, and supply the motivation. And the energy does the rest. Inhale deep, hold, 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 squeeze, pull root lock, project your Satnam out through your aura, through your crown, through your third eye, out into the universe. Create an impact with your identity. It will come back to you 10 times. Squeeze, squeeze, stretch, and exhale. Stretch your arms and legs out straight in front of you. You're going immediately into this next one. So your arms and legs are straight out in front of you in Dandasana, so it's like a stick. Everything very straight, breath of fire. Create a powerful, powerful container with your body. And strong breath of fire again. If you're menstruating, you will do this with long, deep breathing. For those who can do breath of fire, pump your navel 3 fingers below the belly button. Pump it in and out. Good. Yes, exactly. Exactly right. Keep the arms up. Use your heart. Use your heart. Open your heart. Open your heart. Don't slouch in the back. Up, up. Raise the heart center. Dandasana is a very absolute angular, 90-degree angles. Drop your shoulders, roll them down and back so that your heart center is given this enormous space, this container that is full of air. The element of the heart chakra is air, so create space for the air to circulate. Last 30 seconds. You're almost done, almost there. One more after this and then we relax. Keep that, not motivation, the momentum. Keep the momentum going. You're building, 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 building. So don't lose that before the end. Try to keep it all the way. Inhale deep and hold. Perfect your posture. Root lock and exhale. Relax your body a little bit. Shake it out. So for the last one, while you're moving your body and releasing yourself, for the last one, we're going to use the Adi Shakti mantra. Adi Shakti mantra generates an electrical energy. Put the camera back. Shakti is an electrical, like lightning energy. So if you visualize that speed and the light that lightning emits, that's the energy that we're generating in the body. So this really creates this amazing opening. So your posture is easy pose, but your arms are still above your head. I mean, your arms are above your head. Your palms are once again crossed, flat against each other, thumbs crossed at the back. A nice straight posture, holding this posture, mentally vibrating. Ek Onkar, Satnam, Siri, Waheguru. Mental, stretching up, so really creating space here, opening up. Don't put your head back though, your head remains steady. Arms next to the ears, palms flat against each other, and mentally vibrating. Ek Onkar, Satnam, Siri, Waheguru. Meditate at your third eye. Rolling your eyes up, focusing at the third eye, and begin. This is your last one before relaxation. And meditate also on the meaning. Ek Onkar. To live in the creative domain as an integral part of the creation of that domain. Ek Onkar, Sat Nam Siri, Waheguru. That is your long morning call mantra, Adi Shakti mantra. Do the best that you can with the arms. I know it's always a little tough, the arms. But that is the heart energy. That's your courage. Your capacity to face your pain and your fear and to overcome them. Not to turn away, not to be frightened. Satnam Siri, the great wisdom of this truth. This is my true identity, a co-creator of this creative domain. Try to keep your arms up against your ears so that you get that absolute stretch in the heart. Beautiful, beautiful postures, beautiful, just beautiful. Create a housing for this lightning force, the light and the heat and the speed. Keep stretching up, stretching up. Last 20 seconds. Inhale deep and hold and stretch and pull root lock. And one more time, iterate the mantra. And exhale. Please relax your arms down. Come lying down on your back. Cover yourself. Create a warm little cocoon that you can integrate all the changes within. Cover yourself up warmly and allow your body to relax completely. We've had a fair amount of relaxation time during the Kriya, so we're not doing a long relaxation, but do allow yourself to go as deeply as you can. Focus on your breathing so that you don't allow your mind to wander. Work with breathing from the toes to the crown on the inhale and the crown to the toes on the exhale, just to give you a guide rope to hold on to so that your mind doesn't stop you from relaxing. If you're busy thinking about your day and generating energy through the thoughts, you can't relax. So keep your mind chained. Hold it steady. Because it's not a long relaxation, we want to go deep, fast. So use your breath. Stay focused on your breathing. Let your breath sweep up the whole length of your body and down again. And take a deep breath in, bringing your awareness back into the room, into your body. Begin stretching your body, moving it, and waking it up gently. Rotating your wrists and your ankles, stretching your arms up over your head. Give your body a good stretch. Twisting from side to side in the cat stretch. Bringing yourself back slowly. And coming back to a vertical position. So the meditation that we're going to work with is unloading your pain and fear. So it's directly addressing what we've been building up to for the whole of the session this evening. And we're going to work fast through each one. There are no breaks. I've cut the times down simply because it's just too long. But we're going to work very intensively with the element of water. So we've really generated a lot of fire during this Kriya. And that we're going to bring to bear on this overload of water that we have in the box. Yeah, the box is full of earth and water. So what we are doing here is we're creating that, we're addressing the water element directly and creating more of a balance with that. Your first mudra looks like this. So you're separating the Saturn and the Venus fingers, creating two clusters. Vitality goes with communication, and the ego is accentuating that cluster. And then Saturn, patience, wisdom, and knowledge, application of knowledge here. So you're sitting in easy pose. You've got your mudra, palms facing each other. There's a lot of energy in the fingers to keep them apart. And it's a push-pull. So inhaling, exhaling. Inhale left, exhale right. And really make it so that your whole rib cage and your lung area, your chest area also moves. The movement comes from the shoulder blades. So it's a powerful movement. Strong. Because you want to free up the area of the rib cage. You want to free up the action of the lungs, ensuring that the lungs can fully rid themselves of the excess of water. In other words, the excess of grief. Pain and fear generate grief. So really work that rib cage. Make it a powerful twisting action. It must come from the shoulders, behind the heart. And when it comes from that area, you will find your body twisting from side to side. Get the twist going. You need to work the rib cage. The rib cage is the dungeon of the soul. You want to open up the dungeon, free the soul. Get that higher element, the higher aspect of your psyche, of your being. Free it up. Keep the hands and the arms very precise. Keep the mudra, separating of those two fingers, four fingers. You've got a space between the two, Saturn and Venus. And move strongly so that you twist from side to side. Not your head. Keep your head straight. Head straight. Head looks at me, straight. Only the shoulders and the rib cage are turning. Keep the head straight. That's it. Perfect. Beautiful. That's it. Keep your arms moving straight forward, not out to the side. Straight lines. Lovely. Bear in mind what we're doing. We're unloading the pain and fear. We're impacting the element of water. Learning to gain control over the elements is why we do yoga. All the elements, not just the gross ones. But if we gain control over the gross elements, then we're able to exercise control over the more subtle ones. Free up your rib cage. Keep your arms going straight forward, not off to the side. Keep your mudra intact. Stay on top of it, stay in control. Lovely. Stretch your arms straight out in front of you, about 15 degrees up from parallel, so very slightly up, and your hands are cupped. Eyes are on the tip of the nose. So make sure your shoulders are rolled back and down so the heart center is open. Arms stretched out, and the hands form a cup. Your hands are together. Hands are forming a cup. I'll show you now, like this. Hands are together, arms are straight, 15 degrees above, eyes on the tip of the nose. Now imagine water running from your hands towards your heart. And keep that visualization strong. Your arms are straight as you can get them. So your hands are about at the level of your face. And that water is running towards you from your hands. And now begin to visualize yourself walking along the bottom of the ocean. You're underneath this massive body of water. Your arms are still in position. And you're walking, you're moving through that element with tons and tons and tons and tons of water on top of you. And take your eyes away from the tip of your nose. Just another 30 seconds. Try to get the hands up to the correct position. And keep the visualization strong. Last few seconds. Inhale, hold. Exhale, put your hands on your navel point. Put your left hand on the navel point, 3 fingers below your belly button, right hand on top of it. And bring all your energy to that point. Focus everything in you onto that navel point, where your hands are. You're integrating everything that you've done. Stay focused and stay present. Concentrate deeply at your navel chakra. And bring all your energy to that place. Be in control of your mind. Don't let your mind wander now. Stay with the navel point and bring all your focus to that one point in your body. Now keep your hands in the same position and begin pressing as hard as you can on your navel point. Hard as you can, and begin breath of fire. So feel that pulse and make it as powerful a breath of fire as you can, but push hard on that place in your body. You're building up to a climax, so really stay very, very focused on what you're doing, pushing as hard as you can and pumping the navel point as powerfully as you are able to tonight. Really burning through the garbage, using that fire, burning through the pain and the fear, that armored box that lives inside of us. We operate from that place. We're lost to our truth. We're just a bundle of emotions. Breathing through the nose with the breath of fire and putting as much pressure on the navel point as you can. Your hands shouldn't be moving, your hands should be still, just placing a lot of pressure and then the tummy is moving. So relax the pressure and relax the breathing And continue focusing at the navel point with long, deep breathing. Keep that focus there. Gather your power, bring it all to one place. This is a very powerful exercise. You're building up to the final place, so really focus. Last 30 seconds, gather your forces, bring them all to your navel point. Stay steady, train your mind. And now inhale deep, hold your breath and visualize yourself standing on the edge of a cliff. The ocean is in front of you. Hold your breath and take that position. You're about to jump in. Feel yourself taking that position. Exhale. Inhale again, hold your breath. And feel the muscles in your body getting ready to jump. Feel how you would do it. What would it feel like? Are you going to go head first? Are you going to go feet first? Feel it. And exhale. And again, inhale deep and hold and see yourself about to take off. Feel the spring in your muscles and what your body would look like as it was leaping. And exhale. And last time, inhale deep and hold. And this time, as you exhale, you're going to jump. So feel that. Feel the potential. Feel the power. Feel the courage to jump and then jump. Exhale and jump. And feel yourself in that ocean. And relax the posture and start shaking. Shake your body. Shake as hard as you can. Everything. Really shake the rib cage. Really, really shake from side to side so that you really are loosening up that dungeon. Free your breath. Shake with power. Go deep into your body and shake. Especially the upper body. Really move shoulders, arms, heart area, rib cage, side to side, back and forth, up and down. Shake. With meaning. So The last little bit. Keep shaking. Just the last 30 seconds of shaking. Feel that deep tremor that lives inside of you, that never stops, and bring it to the surface. Shake it up. Shake it right out of your body. That deep, deep shaking of fear. Bring it to the surface and shake it out. It lives in all of us. We need to find it and bring it up. Last few seconds, just 5 more seconds. Go mad. Good, and relax. Relax your body. We're going to end with 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 20-second segments. We're going to first clap for 20 seconds, then we'll whistle for 20 seconds, cough, sneeze, laugh, and then finally end off with pumping the navel. Okay, so it's going to be a little 20-second segments. So do the best that you can. Oh, in fact, it must be 10 seconds. But it's even shorter because we cut the time. So begin clapping. Clap as hard as you can. Just for 10 seconds. Clap, 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 clap. And whistle for 10 seconds. And cough for 10 seconds. And sneeze for 10 seconds. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze. Get that action of clearing the head. Good. And laugh with wide open mouth and eyes for 10 seconds. Laugh. Ha, 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 ha. Ha. Open your eyes wide. Good. And now inhale deep. Hold your breath and pump your navel for 10 seconds. Hold the breath, pump your navel, just 10 seconds. We're going to do this 3 times. Exhale. Inhale deep. Hold your breath and pump. Exhale. Inhale deep last time. Hold and pump. Last 10 seconds. And exhale. Now relax your body, but just go into a stillness. Don't collapse your body. Relax your body, but go into a nice upright posture of stillness. And be present. Give yourself the beauty of your sacred witness, your sacred presence. And let's end with long time sun, affirming your sacred presence. Bring your hands together. Focus inwards on that inner light and beauty and innocence. And feel the warmth and the heat of it spreading outwards to each one of us here. Send your light to greet each one of us, heart to heart, mind to mind, creating a grid, a network, light workers. And let's inhale to really give energy to that visualization of this network of light workers. Exhale, inhale to begin. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. May we ever seek balance, the elements in our bodies, creating this matrix of powerful containers, each one of us able to reach beyond the physical limits of our finite beings. Satnam.